Hey guys, good morning. How are you? It's Farouk from Farouk Trading, and today I'm just going to show you how I messed up on my overnight trade, and it got me emotional, and then I screwed up more. So yesterday the market shorted, obviously, and tried to close this gap. It attempted twice, first in the morning, came back up, and then attempted again in the afternoon. And at the end of the day, when it closed, it had this spike down and closed at the bottom of the spike. It failed to close the gap, but it came pretty close, so it made a pretty good attempt. And then in the extended hours before the 5 o'clock, I guess from 4:15 to 5 o'clock, it actually closed the gap in the extended hours. When the market reopened again at 6 p.m., it showed its hand, and it actually had opened up here and then jetted up. So it came back into range of yesterday's range, came up a little further. Now here's where I was confused, and I was premature in entering the market slash trading my own bias, you might say, instead of reading. And I shorted from here, and I moved my stop to a tick before break even, so I was in a free trade. I didn't take the profits down here, whatever it was, $100 or so, and the market came back against me. I got stopped out with one tick profit, so I didn't lose any money on that. I did it twice, so I made one tick 2 times. Then I tried to short it again and again, and then I started to take a small loss. And the market by this time was showing its hand. Once it came down, this is a price probe. So it probed down. So had I been more astute in reading the market, I would have seen what's going on. And that's always the question. The question is what's going on. Now we know yesterday, you got to go back. It's in context of the previous day. What's going on? That here is a prominent point of control, 9 wide. We can see that it's 9 wide. When the market in the first attempt in the morning failed to take out the gap, it made an attempt, an assault, and then it came back. When it came back, it had a chance to take out the previous day's point of control. It didn't. It fell short by just like a few ticks, 2 or 3 ticks. That's a setup for the next day or for some future opportunity potentially, because a prominent point of control, 9 wide, typically wants to be revisited at some point. And the market yesterday did not revisit it. That's kind of an opportunity for the next day or for a future day. So I should have been more aware of that. And then also the light volume. So this spike down here was based on light volume. We can see that based on the color schemes that I've chosen. This shows light volume. And then also, this is the spike base. As I've noted down over here, that's a spike base. And when the market rotates back up or comes back into range, takes out the spike base, then the next destination is this high volume node over here. And then you've got another kind of intraday balance area over here. So that's another destination. And remember, we're triggering stops all the way up. So had I been more astute in reading the market, I would have seen, well, the market did come down. Now, when it reopened at 6 o'clock, shot up, does a price probe down, and now it's trending back up. There's no follow through. So the continuation is actually to the upside. Here is where I should have been looking to enter at around 98. Not trying to focus on price, but at the level. So had I entered over here, then I would have been in a better position to go long, go with, I could have, then moved my stop up to break even, go to bed overnight, let this thing play out. It obviously formed a consolidation over here, which forms a mound which kind of coincides just below this mound, but close enough. Takes it out with single prints, so it just triggers all the stops right through it, and then continues up and then to the next mount. So you can see that the overnight intraday balance area overnight, the second one coincides with yesterday's first one, and then that's a form of consolidation. It consolidates over here, forms a good base. Look at that base. So right there is a base. I again formed my bias, which is not good. I woke up and I was emotional because I missed all of this. I got emotional about it, and that puts me in a bad state for trading. Sets me up to lose money. So when I went to bed, I was still okay. I was at break even because I'd made a couple of ticks, lost a couple of ticks, made one trade. I think I made one long, and then that made up for a couple of losses. I went to bed at a break even. I woke up and I saw that I missed all of this. I was kicking myself because I had marked down over here a rally high from yesterday. That's this rally high right here. And I had said to myself before going to bed, I said, hey, you know, this market might trigger all these stops. And then it did exactly that. So I was kicking myself because I missed all of this. Then I said, well, that's enough. It's going to come down, right? So silly me, I started to short over here. And then I shorted again. I got stopped out, and then I shorted again, and then I shorted again. Instead of saying, what is the market telling me? You got to read the market. It formed a base over here. It's consolidating. When it consolidates in a tight balance, that's an indication something might happen. That's an opportunity that this thing may spring. It sprang. You got to go with momentum, go with the trade. I didn't. I tried to fade against it over here. So the go with over here from the whole overnight was up, up, up. So the go with continuation is go with, gives you an opportunity. Yesterday, when the market failed to take out the point of control, yesterday's high, that's an opportunity. So clearly the market went for it, and then it's got another high volume nodes, another mound, and takes out these stops as well. So it overshoots the point of control and stops over there. So this is the trade I messed up on, got emotional, and then put myself deeper in the hole. So it's a learning opportunity for me. Hopefully you guys can benefit from it. Thanks for watching.